What's up guys, it's Manga Time once again. I'm here to bring you my review of Naruto 700 plus 2. This is Naruto Gaiden, the 7th Hokage 2. Basically this is the little Naruto spin-off that's happening in Jump right now because Naruto is over. And I used to review Naruto way back. I ended up having to scale back my channel because I just got too busy with with uni work and stuff like that. And focus entirely on Bleach, but you know, I enjoyed reviewing Naruto in the day, although I'm not quite as knowledgeable with Naruto as I am with Bleach, so you know, feel free to correct me in the comments if I get anything wrong. But you know, I figured I'd start reviewing this little spin-off. I don't know how long it's going to go for, I don't know how long, if it's been said how long it's going to go for, but you know, this week obviously starts with Sasuke. He's got his Sharingan active, but then he changes it back to his normal eye. And you know, there's one thing that Kishimoto does way better than Kubo, and that's backgrounds. He does them all the time. They're incredibly intricately detailed, and they just look awesome. But yeah, pretty much the action starts off, you know, immediately. Sasuke gets attacked basically from above with this guy who appears to have a little scythe attached to a chain. He then tries to swing Sasuke. He then tries to swing at Sasuke, now here's my issue with Kishimoto's drawing. I just said one of my good things, here's my issue. Sometimes it can be a little bit hard to follow. What happens though, I think, is that Sasuke grabs the guy's chain, pulls it around a tree trunk, and causes the guy to come crashing onto the ground. He then stabs his own blade through the chain and then electrocutes it, which is actually very cool. So yeah, he electrocutes this chain. All it really does is blow off the guy's cloak. But it does reveal to Sasuke that the guy has an Uchiha symbol on his coat, which is pretty crazy. The guy looks really weird, but he also has the Sharingan. He looks really strange though. He turns around and faces Sasuke, looks super ominous. But Sasuke asks him, who are you? But the guy disappears. And that's basically all we see from this bit to start with. However, we then go back to Sarada, and basically this arc at the moment seems to be about Sarada trying to find out the truth behind her parentage. Let's be honest, she looks way more like Karin than she does Sakura. She looks way more like her, both the glasses and the dark hair. So I think she has reason to be a little bit like, what the hell. So basically this person called Shizune shows up. And I think she was like, oh god, I have to rack my brain where Naruto's concerned. I think she was Tsunade's assistant in the previous story. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So you know, basically Sarada's like, I wonder where my dad's at now, and it's really weird because Sarada's never even met her dad apparently. So basically Sarada asks to know what the hell happened when she was born. You know, who was there, who helped, and it's, you know, basically Sarada accuses all the medic ninja of being the same. They won't tell her what's going on. And so basically none of the hospitals in Konoha know anything about her birth, which is really, you know, it's all very weird. I don't know why it's necessarily so hush-hush, unless it's because, I don't think, well, Sasuke kind of was pardoned, but it's possible it might still have been looked down upon, so that's why no one actually knows that he gave birth, his wife gave birth to a child. So yeah, Karin definitely looks like Sarada though, so I think it's fair enough that it's weird. We then see Choji and his family, his daughter Chouchou. They're eating burgers, and then all of a sudden, you know, Sarada shows up there, which I think was a little bit weird. Just like interrupting their dinner, but you know, whatever. So basically Chouchou says that she doesn't believe her parents are her real parents. Obviously they are. It's meant to be a little bit of comic relief, but it's a bit weird that she would happen to think the same thing as Sarada, especially since Chouchou looks almost identical to her parents. But you know, at least that's something that Sarada brings up. She's like, really? But you know, this random person then shows up, and he's like, you know, you're being a bit melodramatic. This is a common kind of issue of girls your age. They start questioning their self-worth. And he looks like the guy that attacked Sasuke. The guy that attacked Sasuke had slicked back hair. Other than that, though, they look quite similar. They've both got quite a plain, like almost vacant face and white hair. But apparently this guy is called Mitsuki, and he's from another village. So it's a bit random. He just randomly showed up, but he then's like, he's like, you're Uchiha-san, though, aren't you? Chouchou believes that Mitsuki's giving her a condescending look, and he's like, I don't even have to look at your family crest to know what family you're from, so you're fine. So it's a bit like, I'm not sure what the point in that is. I presume it's just to introduce Mitsuki, because I think he's going to be a relatively major player in this arc. I think he is definitely at least somewhat related to this person who seems to be attacking Sasuke. Speaking of which, we then get to see them again, and they're in this place that looks really cool, actually. Kishimoto has got a really cool vision for his world. The world of Naruto is awesome. This guy is talking to what appears to be a villain, because he's cloaked in black, so that generally means he's a bad guy. And there's like this crescent-shaped rock. It looks really awesome. And he's like, how is Uchiha Sasuke? And this guy is just the weird little Uchiha bloke's just like, he's strong, very strong. So it's like he's clearly not completely all there. But apparently he killed Itachi, so he's unforgivable. Now this figure, this mysterious person, he's wearing a hood, but he appears to be wearing an Akatsuki coat underneath the hood. And he's like, he's a disgrace to the proud Uchiha family. So that's kind of... I don't know who this guy is. Honestly, I have no idea. I think at the end of the last arc, Orochimaru was like on the run. Like he wasn't necessarily a villain anymore, but he wasn't necessarily a good guy either. It could be him, but they also bring up the fact it could be Orochimaru at the end of this chapter, so I think they're more likely to go and find Orochimaru and try and get some answers out of him rather than him actually be the villain. So I'm not entirely sure. It's possible this guy with the white hair could be like an offshoot of that Mitsuki guy, which is why he's like not entirely there in the head. Or they're like twins or something. He seems to have the Sharingan constantly active. But we then go back to Sarada anyway, and they're going on a journey to find their real parents, basically. And then she decides, I'm going to go and find my dad myself. And then Sasuke's falcon shows up in Konoha, and she then says, I'm gonna, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna try and find Karin. Obviously, she doesn't know who Karin is, but she then goes to Naruto to try and find out where she might be located. And basically, Naruto is doing his business as the Hokage, but then the Falcon shows up, and they basically get word of this guy with the Sharingan, and that there appears to be another Uchiha out there, which is the weirdest thing. So then Naruto contacts Kakashi, which is kind of cool. Kakashi's like just lazing around, and Kakashi's the one who brings up the fact that this person might be one of Orochimaru's experiments. Which, that black hooded guy could be Orochimaru, but I think that might be too obvious. Because especially since they're bringing it up now that it could be Orochimaru. But Naruto's like, let's find out the rest of it from Sasuke himself. And Sarada hears this, so she decides to follow Naruto. Basically, Naruto's like, we're going to go to find Sasuke, then we're going to go to Orochimaru's place. And I have to be honest, I quite like the new serious Naruto that is the Hokage. I think it's quite refreshing, considering for almost the entire series, Naruto's been this, kid, basically. It's cool, and Shikamaru's awesome as always. He's got some cool lines, even a small spark can turn into a raging fire, it'll be too late by then. That's cool, I like that. But it's awesome that they're a little, they're now a duo. And, Naruto's like, I'll leave the village and the exams to you for now. And so Sarada prepares to follow Naruto to find Sasuke and then Orochimaru. She then says, she doesn't care about being a ninja or even graduating. So she's already, on this same kind of path as Sasuke, that they've got different agendas to the rest of the village. Chouchou then decides to follow her. I don't really know why Chouchou's there, necessarily, other than to give Sarada someone to talk to. Chouchou being there does seem a little bit weird and a little bit unnecessary to me, but that's just me. But that's it for the chapter. I quite liked it. I feel like this arc's going a little bit slowly at the moment. I know we're only 2 chapters in, but it does seem a little bit slow. We'll have to see what happens next week in regards to Orochimaru. Hopefully we'll see Orochimaru next week, because he's one of my favourite characters in the series. One of my favourite characters that's still alive, anyway. But yeah, it was cool getting to see the weird Sharingan guy and see his possible villainous master. That was interesting. I'm going to give this chapter an 8. I think it could done just a little bit more content, but the content we had was good. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what you thought of this week's chapter. What are you hoping to see from next week? Who do you think the mysterious bad guy is? What do you think about my theory that Mitsuki and the mysterious, Uchiha could be one and the same, or even part of the same family? It's hard to say. Mitsuki, his clothes are half black and half white. I feel like that could possibly be an allusion to the fact he might not be everything he seems. But we'll find out more hopefully later on. But yeah, that's it from me this week, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and please subscribe if you like my videos, and as always, give the video a thumbs up, that'd be great. But until next time, guys, see ya.